Jumping out the whip, shit cold. Watching my step ground froze. Most my days spent alone. Same with my bro, he knows. Ay, gotta pay dues. Walking in mud, you can check my.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Chanina. Hey girl, hey, and it is Monday evening, okay? Oh my goodness, it's almost 6 o'clock, y'all. Just got off work, so I didn't get a chance to vlog much today. And I left y'all hanging in yesterday's vlog, so my apologies. I thought I did something after that, but I didn't record anything. So anywho, I just turned on the Christmas tree and just started warming up last night's leftovers, which isn't that much. So I might actually, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Let's see, there's 3 pieces. I fried some chicken last night and there's only 3 pieces left. There's like a scoop full of greens and some potatoes. There's no more cornbread. Y'all, that cornbread was swinging. I'm telling you, get you a Jiffy box, right? I got this recipe from Ryan Sobanji and here on YouTube, and he uses Jiffy, but he adds butter. Does he add butter? Hold on a second, I might be wrong about that. Honey and butter, I think. Y'all don't quote me. And vanilla extract. I think that's how he makes his, but how I ended up making mine yesterday was with, I ran out of milk, okay, so I had to use half and half, which is the creamer or what I use for my coffee. So I used that, vanilla extract, and some sugar, and I forgot to add the butter now that I'm thinking about it, but I did coat it with some butter after it was done, and y'all, it was so good. It was so moist. Oh, I might do that from now on instead of using just milk, and of course with the egg and everything, because that's part of the recipe. But from now on, I might actually use half and half instead of just milk. So, yes. So we were about to jump into this snickerdoodles recipe. And I was trying to be like Christmassy about it, but I forgot that I threw away pretty much every sprinkle that I had because it was all expired. So the only topping that I have sprinkle wise is this multicolored rainbow sprinkles, which is not really Christmassy like, right? Because it has a lot of pink. I mean, there is some green in here and some white, but it's mostly pink, green, and white. I don't know. We may be able to get away with this. Let me see. We may be able to get away with this. Let's see, it's got some blue. It's pretty much the primary colors with pink and white. So there's blue, red. I don't know, we might end up rolling with these, but we just discovered that the recipe, no, you're fine, babe. The recipe calls for baking powder, and I have some, but it expired back in July, so we might make a trip in the morning because it's dark now, and I preferably don't like being out in the dark, but I can probably do it in the morning before I go to work. So I need baking powder, so we're not going to do this recipe tonight because that's the only thing that we need, because if I'm not mistaken, that is actually substituting the cream of tartar, because this is a recipe. I found this recipe on everydayfamilycooking.com. So this is a recipe without the cream of tartar. So hopefully we will be able to make that tomorrow then. That was supposed to be today, but you know, it is what it is. And then I also thought I had some cookie cutters that were like Christmas like, but no, girl, these are, I've had these cookie cutters for so long now, and the only ones that I have that might be Christmas like is like this star, but I don't know why I thought I had like a tree, you know, a snowman, something like that, but I don't. I just have a circle, a little flower, a heart, a butterfly, and a unicorn. So girl, look at me not being prepared. I definitely was not prepared for Vlogmas this year. I tried to be, but then life was lifing, so I definitely did not prepare for Vlogmas. So I know that this Vlogmas is not on the Christmassy side or the holiday feeling side and all that. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. Okay, we got our tree up, and I still need to wrap a gift. So I'm gonna give Olivia something to do to distract herself, and I'm going to try and get at least one Christmas gift wrapped. We'll see though.
You wish to see, the time will tell who you want to be without the spell. Standing alone, you and me, broken as one into reality. We're only here on borrowed time, never prepared to lose what's mine. Is it true? How can I see you when you can't see me too? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Forget mistakes or your regrets. No, it's not the time. Oh no, not yet. What can come between me and you? There are versions of the truth. We're only here on borrowed time, never prepared to lose what's mine. Is it true? How can I see you when you can't see me too? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Come play outside, relax your mind, beyond the limit of your belief. Remember the love we're meant to receive.
Okay, so I just sat down so that I could, well, honestly, I thought the video was done converting to a file so that I can upload it to YouTube, which is going to be today's vlog, but it's just been sitting here. So I'm waiting on that. I made some dinner. I made some orange chicken. Well, I made some white rice and broccoli, right? The intention was to do orange chicken with the egg rolls, and that was going to be it. But it wasn't enough, so I needed something else. And I had 3 hamburger patties still left in the freezer. And boom, I made some gravy with some mushrooms that I had left in the refrigerator. Used some of the purple onion that I had. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Made some gravy. Put the hamburger patties in there after cooking it for a little bit. Girl, you got 2 separate meals. So there's a little bit of orange chicken left. So if somebody wants some orange chicken, they could eat that. Or they could eat the hamburger patty, gravy, rice, broccoli, yada. And I went ahead and cooked those egg rolls. So it's pretty okay, you know, for it to be from the freezer and not be Chinese takeout. That's what it looks like, in case you guys want a visual. But the broccoli, there's some pieces of broccoli that are a little bit softer than the others. So that's the only thing. I did kind of want it to be on the more fresher side or the more crunchier side rather than the soft side, but there are some pieces that are like really soft. As far as the orange chicken, it's okay. You know, the sauce is definitely orangey. Okay, girl, what does this keep coming out? Well, I know why I keep coming out, but okay. The orange is definitely orangey. This is something that I would purchase this again, but I would definitely purchase more than one box. And I think what I would do different is just add some red pepper flakes, just kind of add a little heat to it. Other than that, it's okay, you know, for it to be from the freezer section. Of course, fresh is always better though. So, I'm doing that. Today was a chill day. Nothing really happened, honestly, guys. It was just regular smuggler. It was cold earlier. The plan was to go to the store, but it was raining. So, I was just like, okay, do I really want to take Olivia out here in this cold, in the rain? And the answer to that was no. And then I didn't feel like being out in the cold and rain. And when I looked at the weather, I think tomorrow is supposed to be a little bit better. So it all works out. Everything happens for a reason. And then the new deal starts tomorrow too at Kroger. So I might actually be able to pick up some things. I definitely need to restock the kitchen. Whew, definitely need to do that. And so I need to go ahead and go to the store, even if I have to make a couple of trips. Because I don't quite know what I'm going to be cooking for Christmas. I know what I don't want to cook or don't want to eat, and that's a repeat of Thanksgiving. You know, a lot of times, I don't know if anyone else pays attention, but have y'all noticed that a lot of times, whatever we ate for Thanksgiving, a lot of us end up eating that same thing kind of for Christmas too? Like the meat might be different, but the size are still the same. So I said that I didn't want to do that for Thanksgiving and still ended up doing it. Because that's what Olivia wanted. But for Christmas, I wanted something different. I don't want the mac and cheese as good as it sounds. I don't want any. I don't want no greens. Like, I don't want any of that. Nothing that we had on Thanksgiving. So, it dawned on me the other day when I was talking to my dad, and that I haven't even come up with an idea of what I want to cook. He asked me what I was cooking, and that's when it hit me, and I was like, dang, I don't even know. So I have no idea what I'm going to do. So that's why I said it might take a couple of trips to the store until I can figure it out, because I really don't know what I want to eat. I was thinking lasagna, but then I was like, I don't think anybody else is going to want lasagna. Olivia's funny about cheese, and Mr. Lindsay's funny about the pasta sauce. He has a thing about sugar and pasta sauce. Now, don't get me wrong. Every now and again, I will put a little bit of sugar in the pasta sauce to cut back on the acidity, because just straight pasta sauce tears my stomach up. Okay? So to cut down on the acidity a little bit, I'll put a little sugar in it, but not to the point where, I don't know, I feel like you can't even taste it when I do put it in there. You know, it just depends on the sauce, because some sauce already is just kind of on the sweet side anyway. But anyway, he swears I put spaghetti in, hot sugar in every time I make the pasta sauce, and I literally do not, girl. So I don't know. And then I don't want nothing that's gonna go to waste. So I'm like, because I don't want to eat on something for 4 or 5 days, you know? I want to eat it and be done with it, you know? All right, y'all. So we just left from the inside of the mall and the Dollar Tree. I had to go to Dollar Tree to get some wrapping paper. And I was able to find some cute prints. So I'm happy about that. I thought they were going to be almost out of wrapping paper, because it's so close to Christmas, but I was able to find some cute ones. But anyway, so we're walking over to the Kroger because I do have to do a little bit of grocery shopping. Yesterday it was raining and cold. Today's just cold, so I'm okay with that. So just need to get a few household essentials and figure out the next few meals. And I still have to figure out what I'm gonna do for Christmas. I think we just gonna do based off of the prices of the meat. So it depends.
They all open and then they fell out.
Oh, okay.
So come get them.
We'll see. Give me just a moment to make my way down that way.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So we're back from the store. Let me plug up my tree. Man, let me get some water. I'm so thirsty. All right. So, made it back safely. Made it back before it got dark. And so I needed some household essentials. And I did go to the Dollar Tree to get some wrapping paper. So let me show y'all that first, y'all. They had some cute patterns. And I actually saw these as I was walking to the register. They were in the aisle with like the $3 and $5 stuff. But they had just the basic like red and green snowmans and Christmas trees over there by all the Christmas stuff. So I had two, but I put them back because I saw these and I was like, oh, this is cute. So here's one pattern. So it has both the Christmas tree and the snowman, but it's a gray and white wrapping paper, and then it has a little bit of red and green in it. So I thought that was cute. Because I feel like we already have a whole lot of red and green over there, you know what I'm saying? So as a contrast, something a little bit, you know, darker or on the neutral side. So they also had this one, and it says Noel. And these are 40 square feet. So I got two, because I know when I used to buy wrapping paper at the Dollar Tree a long time ago, I don't know if they were necessarily 40 feet. It didn't seem like there was enough on the roll. So because they're now Dollar Tree Plus, they might have, you know, added one to the roll. But anyway, so that's what the other thing too, let me get some water, y'all. I got some of course, some tape to go with the wrapping paper. And in the body care section, they had this Arm & Hammer shower gel. This is Orange Blossom. So they only had one other one, but it was already open. So I was able to smell it, and it smells pretty okay. I'll have to see how it smells in the shower, but I thought I'd give it a try. It was my first time seeing it. I haven't been to the Dollar Tree in a while, so this is Orange Blossom, and it smells pretty good inside the bottle. And then I got some peppermint. So these are the soft ones, the candy puffs. And I forgot I actually have a candy jar that's a sled. And there's nothing in there right now, but I'm gonna wipe it out. But I have a candy jar that's a sled. Isn't that cute? And so I'm gonna pull this out and I'm gonna sit it on my coffee table. I thought about putting it over there by the plant, but that makes no sense because I want people to know that there's actually candy in here. So, and then I thought about putting it by the tree, but I was like, that makes no sense either. So let me put it on the coffee table, and I'm going to fill it up with these peppermint puffs. So I bought 3 bags of these. I wasn't sure how many I was going to actually need, but 3 was my max. So y'all know everything is $1.25. Okay. So over to Kroger, I did get some more paper plates. Okay. I also picked up some more straws. I've been drinking without a straw lately, trying to wean myself off of drinking straws, but y'all, my teeth are sensitive, so and speaking of sensitive, I am going back to sensitive toothpaste. So I got this, and it was on a 5-time digital for $2.99. So I'm going back to the sensitive toothpaste. I had started using the house toothpaste because I felt like my teeth were okay. But then I made a sandwich about a week ago. And girl, when I bit into that cold sandwich, it like rocked my whole world, okay? Like it literally made me lose my appetite. And I pretty much wasted a whole sandwich because I couldn't eat nothing after that. Girl, I was getting a headache. Like that sandwich, the lunch meat and all that was just so cold on my tooth. Whew, oh my goodness, girl. So I said, oh no ma'am, we are going back to the sensitive. And this is Crest Plus. So it's premium and it's sensitive sensitive maximum strength sensitivity relief, but it also has active foam plus whitening, right? So I was like, oh, okay. And I actually like the Crest Sensitive over the Colgate, just my preference. So I also picked up some paper towels, so some sparkle paper towels, and I believe I did have a 60 cent off coupon. Now, did it qualify for this particular size? I don't know, but I didn't want to get the 6-pack, so I just went ahead and got the 8-pack. And I bought some toilet paper, so that is over by the door still. The Kroger brands, or Scott Kroger brand, so it's like Scott's, but it's Scott tissue, but it's Kroger brand. So I got that. It was like $8.99, and I think this was $9.99 or $10.99, one of the two. Then I wasn't sure how much bleach I had, but since they had some, I went on ahead and got that, because there was one time I went to the store, girl, they were out of bleach. And when I say out of bleach, they didn't even have the little small ones in any brand at all. Okay, so I was like, okay, let me just get a bleach just in case. And so I ran out of fabric freshener, and so I got this one. I normally get the extra strength. These were on the 5-time digital. I can't remember. I think they were $4.49, I believe. But anyway, I got the pet odor eliminator. We don't have any pets, but I mean, it has this on there, so you don't have to just use it because you have pets, right? Girl, it smells good, so that's why I got that. Okay, and I was out of the Kroger brand version of it. And I'm trying out these Febreze plugs. Okay, so this is the first time me doing the Ocean, and this is the third time trying Febreze plugins, right? So the first time I tried it, there was like a deal or something, and I ended up with the Downy scent. Didn't really care for it. I haven't tried the Gain scent, but the second time I tried the Febreze plugins is the Fresh Linen scent. Fresh Linen and Clean, I think that's what it is. Love it. Didn't like the Downy. Love the Linen and Fresh, right? So they had these on a deal. They were $5.49, I believe, something like that. Don't quote me on that. And I had a couple of coupons, so I don't know what came off of what when it came to this Febreze, but I am going to try this Ocean scent. And let's see, Hinaki, Ginger, and Water Lily are the notes, right? And it smelled good in the store, so we're gonna give this a try. I'm gonna put one here in the living room and then one in my bedroom. And that is it. That's all I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and that's all I picked up in household items. So I'm gonna fill my candy jar. Oh, I also got some baking soda. I bought a little thing of baking soda too, so that I can unclog my sink, because the last time I used baking soda and water, a whole bunch of hair floated up. So I'm wondering if that's what the cause is this time around, because I still do wash our hair in the sink, and sometimes I do forget to put that lint blocker or hair blocker or food blocker thing in the sink. So anywho, okay, so the point of me telling y'all about me trying this 3 times is because I was trying to see, because I normally buy Wick, right? The Wick plug-in fresheners, and I was trying to see which one I like more, Febreze or Wick. And although Wick smells okay at first, I don't know if I just get immune to the smell after a while and I feel like I can't smell it no more after a week or so, or if it just don't smell like nothing after about a week or so, right? But these lasted a long time. Not the full 30 days, because I think they only last up to 30 days. I'm not sure. But they lasted longer than the Wick, right? So the ones that are in the walls now, they're actually empty. I have the Wick fragrances, or the Wick plug-ins. They're actually empty. It was the Linen and Clean scent, and it smelled good at first. I mean, it still smells good, but it seems like I couldn't smell it no more after about a week and a half or so. And they're not as strong. That was the other thing that I paid attention to. They're strong when you first put them in, like that first day, maybe even that second day, but they just kind of tone down a little bit, in my opinion. And these Febreze ones, I love them. They're expensive, but now that I've tried them a few times and I've had something to compare it to, which is the Wick, because I use the Wick ones all the time, I really like these Febreze plugins. I haven't tried the Glade ones, but I really do like these Febreze ones. They give off scent, you know, all through the living room. Like I had the last one that I had plugged up in the living room, the whole living room smelled like it, and you could kind of smell it as you were coming into the living room. Girl. Anywho's, but yeah, I need to put this stuff up. I am about to start dinner. Wings and pizza is going to be what's for dinner today. It's kind of late and I don't feel like busting pots and pans and all that stuff. I already have some grease in a pot, so I'm just going to use that grease. I got the chicken already thawed out, and that's how we're going to do that. Y'all, I was watching on Netflix. I caught myself saying that I was going to start watching Wednesday, right? I don't know why I can't seem to watch Wednesday. Like, I want to watch it. I even attempted to watch it and got through the first half of the first episode or something like that. Or that might have been the second episode. I don't know. After a while, I started doing stuff and it was more just on. But for sure, I did see the first half of the first episode, right? But then, for some reason, I started, when I came back to the TV, by that time, the TV had timed out. Netflix had timed out. So it was just a whole bunch of screensavers and stuff. So when I brought it back up, I hit the wrong button. Instead of going back or whatever, I exited, went back in. And before I knew it, I hit the exit and had to go back in. And before I knew it, I had skipped right over Wednesday and started watching A Storm for Christmas. I think that's what it's called. So it's basically following the, you know, different people that's stuck in the airport. It's kind of following them as they're stuck in the airport, their life and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty interesting. It is a Norwegian Christmas story, if I'm not mistaken. But I got the subtitles on, or the captions, girl, so that I can understand. And I think there's only like 8 episodes or something like that. So I'm on episode... I started episode 3, but then I turned it off and went to sleep. But I did start watching that. And it's pretty okay. It's pretty interesting. You know, it's definitely something to get into. And it's new. So it just, I forgot when they put it on Netflix. It's only been like a couple days. But yeah, y'all. So I don't know why I feel like I'm struggling trying to watch Wednesday. And like I said, I want to watch it. So I don't know what the problem is. But anyway, y'all, let me go ahead and get this stuff together and do whatever I just ran down to y'all. I know I just ran down the list, but I don't want to repeat it. So I'll be back.